everyone. I hope you all will be fine. So let us start our today's session. In our today's session, I have brought the study of salt hydrolysis. So first of all, here you have to understand what is the actual meaning of the salt hydrolysis. So you see here what I have written. The process in which water reacts with salt to form an acid and a base. As in the lower classes you have studied, when acid react with a base, it forms salt and water. So this is the process of formation of salt, and the process of just reverse of the formation of salt, this is of the salt hydrolysis. So in this process what happens? So here I am writing salt react with water, it forms acid and base. Okay, so this is the process of salt hydrolysis. So here like salt we consider, this is Ba is a salt that dissolves in water. Then what happens? This is of acid Ha and the base BOH is forming. Okay, so here you have to understand there are two types of salt hydrolysis that I just want to discuss with you. One, it is of cationic hydrolysis, and second, it is of anionic hydrolysis. So let us understand one by one both types of hydrolysis. So in cationic hydrolysis, here we have to take the case for the strong acid, the salt of strong acid and weak base. The salt of strong acid and weak base shows cationic hydrolysis, and the salt of weak acid and strong base. Strong base shows anionic hydrolysis. So let's start to understand. Suppose we are having a salt of strong acid and weak base. So here we have to understand what will happen. Let us consider Ba is a salt that is dissolving in water. So what will happen? It is forming a salt Ha, acid Ha and a base BOH. Okay. So here you have to understand hydrolysis. When the hydrolysis will take place, then salt will dissociate also. So that salt will dissociate B positive plus A negative. In water, this is of H2O. Okay. Because acid is strong, so that will dissociate first H positive and A negative. But base, that will remain as it is. So in that case you will observe A negative to A negative will be cancelled. So here what is happening? B cation is dissolving in water, that will form H positive plus BOH. Okay, so here you have to understand, in case of a strong acid and a weak base, cation dissolves in water, creates acidic medium. Means that will be providing H plus ion. So that we have to call it, this is cationic hydrolysis. Again I am telling, cation is going to be dissolved in water and creating acidic medium, means providing H plus ion. So that will be of cationic hydrolysis. Let's take the another example for salt of weak acid and strong base. Weak acid and a strong base. So here you have to understand. So again we will take, suppose Ba is a salt that is dissolving in water, that we will have it Ha plus BOH. Okay, so now B positive plus A negative, salt will dissociate when it will dissolve in water. Now here you have to understand, as acid is weak, so it will not dissociate. Base is strong, so base will dissociate first, B positive and OH negative. Okay, so here what will happen? B positive to B positive will be cancelled and A negative dissolves in water, and that will provide, you can see here, a basic medium OH ion. So here you have to understand, anion, in case of weak acid and strong base, anion dissolves in water, creates basic medium, or you can write there, provides OH ion. This is known as anionic hydrolysis. So again I am just reminding one point, when strong acid and weak base, okay, in case of salt of strong acid and weak base, cationic hydrolysis produces, and in case of weak acid and a strong base, anionic hydrolysis produces. Okay, so with the help of this cationic and anionic hydrolysis, in the next session we will prove some formulas for the pH, hydrolysis constant and the degree of hydrolysis. That's all for today's session.